The Waterloo to Exeter train arrives at Axminster in East Devon, once the junction for trains to Lyme Regis, which is 6.5 miles away and famous for its fossils. Axminster is still promoted as the gateway to the Jurassic coast, but today you'll have to take a bus, which leaves from outside the magnificent William Tite Design station. The station opened in 1860, when the London and South Western Railway pushed west from Yeovil to Exeter. Many plans were put forward to link the route to the Dorset coast, but it wasn't until the Light Railway Act was passed in 1896 that a serious proposal emerged. As this London-bound train leaves the station, you can see where the Lyme Regis branch line platform was behind the trees on the right. Here's a view from the platform itself, which was refurbished when a passing loop was installed in 2009. The Lyme Regis route ran alongside the main line towards Exeter for a while, and you can still trace it today, but it is very overgrown. Here is the first bridge out of Axminster, and some concrete fence posts also survive here, almost certainly cast at the railway's own works at Exmouth Junction. From here, the branch line curves and climbs over a bridge across the main line and heads south. The promoters of the line got a light railway order in the summer of 1899, but it took another year before work actually started. London and South Western agreed to contribute to the independent project, and they also said they would manage and work the line. The railway to Lyme Regis crosses the main road, now the A35, and then straddles this country lane at Abbey Gate, where you can still see the remains of the bridge. Here the line continued south, crossing the A356 and climbing at a ruling gradient of 1 in 40 east of Musbury towards Coompine. Here the route turned sharply east just before the station, which was the only one on the line. This is the station master's house, now in private ownership. The station initially had a passing loop and goods facilities, but these were removed in the 1930s. Under the road and continuing east, we reach the Cannington Viaduct, now Grade 2 listed. It's 203 yards long, 92 feet high, and has 10 arches made of concrete. It's one of the earliest structures of its type. The cement was brought up from Lyme Regis on a cableway and mixed with local flint. During its construction, the west abutment and the adjacent pier slipped, and the third arch had to be strengthened. This delayed the opening, but the viaduct didn't move again. From here, the line descends steeply through Up Lyme to the terminus at Lyme Regis, high above the town. This is the site today. It's now a builder's merchant's, whose colours look rather like the Southern Railways. The station here at Lyme Regis opened in August 1903 and closed in November 1965. Nothing remains today, but if you want to see the old timber station buildings, go to the Watercress line in Hampshire, where they've been converted into the West Country Buffet. Not only have the buildings survived, but 2 examples of the engines that first worked the line can be found in preservation. These Terrier tank engines can be seen here on the Isle of Wight, and there's another one on the Bluebell Railway in Sussex.